Beekeeping, also known as apiculture, involves a conscious effort at attracting, breeding and maintaining bee colonies from the wild as a business venture. In Ghana, only a few people are known to have dared to take the risk in this economic activity for various reasons, including the apparent lack of credit facilities. One of the most experienced beekeepers in Ghana is Mr. Mark Nyante. He holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in Industrial Arts and Industry and a Master of Business Administration in Entrepreneurship and Small Business Management, both from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST. Mr. Nyante is also an artist who plies his trade at the Center for National Culture, or the Kumasi Cultural Center. He has been in commercial beekeeping as an additional source of income since 1994. He told GBC News how he ventured into this risky business of keeping these wild insects, bees.
When the evangelist met me and we were fellowshipping in the things of the Bible, he got me to understand that it is not too good to depend on white-collar job to fend for yourself. And also, if you have to go to the villages to evangelize, you will need to get the people engaged in some profit ventures, money-making ventures. And one of them he introduced to me was beekeeping. And because bees are almost everywhere in Ghana, and it doesn't take so much from you to get the rewards from the bees. So when I got convinced, I also started keeping bees.
Beekeeping is not very well known in Ghana, even though in the rural areas, some individuals occasionally go hunting for honey from the wild, especially during the dry season. Honey is the main factor in the beekeeping enterprise, and Ghana's honey is the premium grade. It is the base ingredient for most orthodox and herbal cough mixtures. Even though beekeeping is said to be lucrative, it is not known to be capital intensive. Mr. Nyante took GBC News through what it takes to go into beekeeping and how to get the best out of the business.
So what you need in the initial stages is that you need to have a place where you want to place, or you want to start the apiary. The apiary is a place where you keep your bees, your hives. Once you site the place, you go and site them. They need shade. And then with the hives, we have this type. It's called Landstrut. You put down one first. Once the bees colonize it, maybe 2-3 months later, then you put the super on it. The idea is that if you put the two together, which is very easy, the possibility of the queen or the bees colonizing the top is greater. And once that one is done, during harvest time, you might harvest everything, including the queen. Once the queen dies or once the queen is dislocated, they may leave the place.
Due to the low commercial interest in beekeeping in the country, there is also virtually no large-scale investment in the production of equipment used for beekeeping. Mr. Nyante has therefore taken advantage of the situation to produce these important materials needed from start to harvest of the honey in beekeeping. These include the hive, wooden or metal stand, overall, gloves, among others. Mr. Nyante does this with a seamstress who is also venturing into the beekeeping business and now learning from the experienced evangelist. The production of these equipment fetches them additional income. Mr. Mark Nyante says the beekeeping business is very lucrative, but is however worried that the government has not paid attention to the subsector, which he notes can be exploited by the municipal and district assemblies to employ the teeming unemployed youth. Apart from honey, which is the main target of the business, the wax and other byproducts which are used in the textile industry make beekeeping an important economic activity.